Ask you about your name, where you were born. Tell us a little bit of your background.
My name was Elizabeth Sibanicas, and I was the third person in my family. I had two boys, Taki and Grigori, and then it was me. And then it was my sister, which she died when she was 8 years old and I was 11. And then it was Dimitri, that it was after my sister, and then it was Kostaki. That's the Benjamin of the family.
The baby.
The baby.
And when were you born?
February 23rd, 1933. And I was born in Nausa, in the north, in the Macedonia, but I was 6 months old when they brought me in Athens. So I didn't know nothing about Macedonia until after I graduated high school. My father took me, he had a truck, and I sat in the front of the truck, and we went right through from Greece, all about to the north, and it was the most beautiful trip that I ever had.
Beautiful. And what were you like as a child? What was your childhood like?
Well, it was during the war, and it was very difficult because we didn't have many things, and then the war, the soldiers, the Andartes, there were a lot of problems, and we had to fight, with communists because they were after us, they were just killing everybody. It was a civil war in Greece after the war. So I was about 7, 8 years old when the war started, and I was about 13, 14 when it's finished. And it was okay afterwards, but it was a difficult years.
And how was your high school years?
I love high school. I love school, and I always excel in school. I always try because I found myself that I had an ego that I wanted to be the best. And I always, I befriended people that they have libraries at home, which I didn't have libraries at home because it was expensive. So I could read the books and learn. I wanted to learn so much, So the more I learned, the more I wanted to learn. And even after I came here, after I went to hairdressing school, I finished high school in Greece. I came here 21 years old. I bought a TV so I can speak the language. I knew how to read and write, but it was difficult for me to communicate and speak. So I bought a little TV, and I put it beside my mirror, and I was put in my mouth, and say how the people, because the accent was different. My accent was Greek, and it was, like my father used to say that the English people, they put, pebbles in their mouth and talk.
That's funny.
And
that's
I always laugh at that, So I learned, I still have an accent, but I don't have that much because I learned a lot, from that TV.
And then you went into real estate?
And then the second thing that I bought, it was a car.
A car.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to buy a car.
Yeah. Was that before or after you got into real estate? Before or after you got into real estate? Did you buy the car? I guess you got the car before.
I bought the car after I went to hairdressing school, and I started working in hairdressing school. It was 6 months. So in 2 months, I started doing hair, everybody, all my friends, everybody. I was doing hair, so I had to go to different places, and I had to buy a car. So how could I go? A suitcase, in the streetcar and all that? No. And of course, at the time, the cars was not very expensive. It cost me $1,500, but I paid $25 a month for the hairdressing school, to learn. And after 2 months, I started making $100 and $150 a month. So it was a lot of money. So I paid the car off, you know. And,
Right away.